Guy Drummond was a Canadian soldier of the Great War. He was born in 1887 in Montreal, Quebec, in what was then the British Dominion of Canada, into a wealthy and influential Scottish-Canadian family. After studying at McGill University in Montreal and at the École Libre des Sciences Politiques, Paris, Drummond returned to Canada and followed his Scottish-born father into politics. Meanwhile, Drummond was commissioned as a junior officer in the local part-time Scottish regiment of the Canadian Militia, the 5th Regiment, Royal Highlanders of Canada. The Scottish traditions of the Royal Highlanders appealed to Drummond's sense of his family roots, and his officer status reflected his position as part of Montreal's social elite. With the outbreak of war, the newly married Drummond interrupted his honeymoon in Europe to return home and volunteer for overseas service with the Canadian Expeditionary Force. He was commissioned as an officer in the 13th Battalion, a new unit recruited in Montreal and including many officers and men from the Royal Highlanders of Canada. This was one of several Canadian battalions with Scottish identities and Highland military uniform which fought on the Western Front. On 22 April 1915, during the Second Battle of Ypres, Drummond was with his battalion at a section of the front near the village of Saint-Julien, when a German attack forced its way deep into the Canadian defenses. Drummond's actions and encouragement helped to hold the line, but he was shot and killed. 13th Battalion Royal Highlanders of Canada lost half of its officers that day, killed, wounded, and missing. Drummond's last letter home was written on the morning of the day he died. In it, he told his mother of the recent death of a family friend serving in another Canadian-Scottish battalion. Of course, I came to the war knowing that its bitterest trial would be the loss of my friends and relatives, but I had not expected such a sudden or heavy loss as that of Tom Warren the day before yesterday. He concluded, "Please let me know how Mary and Mary take the strain. Words are no good, are they? Poor little wife. Indeed and truly it's much harder for you women at home. Your affectionate son, Guy." After the war, Drummond's family commissioned a half-life-size statue to commemorate their much-loved son. It was made by the Scottish-Canadian sculptor Robert Tate Mackenzie, another Canadian with Scottish roots.